but that's okay.
All right, and we are back. Now, this is the third place match, and it's going to be between Veronique Menard and Gigi Callejas
Callejas from Los
It's
Angeles.
from Los Angeles. I am here with Deborah Aarons, one of the players from this weekend and a local. Welcome.
And I love this tournament, and it's run professionally and smoothly, and the women really have a camaraderie, which is something I like about the NAPT tour.
Yeah, it's something we think it's important.
Yes.
It's very important, and we all get along and just have a good time. And
So they are lagging for the first break.
right. So the winner of this match will play Eleanor in the finals. It's a true double elimination, so you do have to beat her twice.
Wow, that was a pretty good lag on Veronique's part. On both their parts,
Yeah.
but she looks like she froze it to the rail.
Gigi has had such a good tournament.
Yes,
Such a
yes.
good tournament this time.
She's had some consistent wins that I've seen, on the NAPT website. Not necessarily those tour events, but other, in Las Vegas. She did very well in one of our local tournaments. I remember that.
Yeah,
And
and she's doing well on the local regional tour,
Oh.
the West Coast Women's Tour. So
Oh.
she's doing well there as well.
And Veronique came in second in Sacramento, right?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. I think she didn't place as high at shooters. I have to remember. Let me think here.
So
I want to say she was 5th, 6th, but let me look. No, she was 9th through 12th.
Oh, well,
Yeah, she didn't do as well in Chicago.
so she pushed out, so Veronique has the option of taking the shot, which it looks like she's going to do.
And she's calling the cross bank. She wants to make sure the cue ball stays out of the way, and it does.
She hit that as good as you can without making it. And had shape on the
And
two
had
ball.
shape on the two. Uh-oh. Gigi might get herself into a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah. I found that the first game is always a little bit getting into the match. I mean, it's good if you're a quick starter, but just I don't know if you've experienced that.
I do. My challenge is always the first two games of a
Yeah.
match, and then the first match of the tournament and the first match in the morning.
Oh, well, I'm a morning person. Cheryl will tell you that. I love the morning matches.
No, once I get to about 2:00 in the afternoon, then I'm good. But that first morning match, just, and then the first match of the tournament, because you have all these expectations, and
Yeah. When I was competing before, I used to think, on the first game, well, it's the first game. But you know what? When it gets to be hill, that game is really, they're
important.
all important.
Right. Right. No, I always feel like if I can win the first game, if I can win the first match,
Yes.
I can breathe.
Yes.
You know. That was a good hit on the 2.
Looked like she took it a little quicker than.
Gigi shoots fast.
Yeah.
She does shoot fast. Oh, I don't think Bureau can see this. I'm looking right down the
No.
line. She might have a little bit of an edge of it.
Possibly. It's
Uh,
even. Yeah. It's very hard to see. Well,
eh,
she's going off the rail, so she's. I don't know if she called a pocket. Oh my gosh. She might have called that.
she didn't hit a rail.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of those things where if she had an edge of that, it was so close to that 8, and you're just
Yeah.
thinking,
Yeah.
it's safer to go off the rail.
So good. She's above the 3, so she can draw between the 7 and the 4. I believe that's the way I'd shoot this shot.
Let's take this 3 all the way down in the corner.
5.
I'm the 5. It's kind of a red ball.
Yeah.
3, 5, you know.
It's the lowest numbered ball on the table. It could be any of those balls.
Yeah, well, at least I didn't call the 6 ball.
Oh, that was a good shot.
So you calling the 9, you calling the 7. Calling a safe. What are you doing here?
Yeah. I think she's calling this the 7 because it could go off the 9. It's hard to see. It doesn't look like they're snug in the pocket, so I think there's
No.
room for it to go by. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But
there's
just looking at the table. I'm looking at the monitor on the table. It looks different.
Yep, she took the 7. Now she gets to either try and squeeze the 6 in there or take the 9.
Or possibly play it off the 9. Is it close enough? I don't know. I think it goes straight in. Yeah,
Yep, it does.
plenty of room. So she took the 3 rail shot actually.
All right, so Veronique takes the first game.
And we're off and running. No pun intended.
Warner, I don't think that's actually a very good plan. Just saying, you can't just point and mumble and, and then pretend like, yeah, something goes in. Hey, I meant that.
Oh, you're reading comments
Oh
from
yeah, we got
viewers.
so we broadcast to Facebook and to YouTube. So I've got the YouTube chat room here, and then the comments under the video, or in my
Uh-huh.
case, it's next to the video, but for the Facebook.
Oh, oh.
So you can go online and you can share these, and whatever. Yes, Warner, it works all the time for you.
So it looks like she doesn't have a clear shot on. That is the one ball at the far end of the
Yes, it
table.
is.
Yeah. So she'll either push or. Decent push.
Mm-hmm.
I think Veronique will play safety.
And she'll come off the left side of it and bring that cue ball down. Maybe down past.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
And she has some blockers there, and that worked out perfectly.
that did. Gigi's got an edge. Okay, so the 1 does go in. The 2's
Yeah.
off the table, so she's got the 3 in the side. From the 3, you got the 4. And the 4 to the 5 is not that big of a deal. But then you got the 6 ball.
Yeah.
So you can probably break out the 6 ball off the 5.
Yeah.
You just got to be careful how you do it. Make sure you've got a shot on the 6 afterwards. I don't like actually breaking out a ball when it's my next ball.
Yes, I agree. And a lot of time since I like playing position for a dead ass. Oh, can I say that? A very strong safety.
Oh, Lordy.
Listen, I don't do this that often.
And it's okay. It's okay.
Like a
Marion was
a
sitting
donkey.
here, and there were things slipping out her mouth. I'm just like, you have a mic on.
Listen, we're pool players are mainly watching this, right?
Well, we try for a family show.
Okay.
We do try.
It's not a 4-letter word.
No, it's a 3-1.
And it won't come out of my mouth again.
So she broke out that 6 quite
Yeah.
nicely. She's got the 7 in the side, the 8 in the other side. So this is
Yep.
just she's just got to figure out where she wants to be on the 8 to be able to come back across for
Yeah.
the 9.
I think I would believe she wants to be above it so she could like just kind of draw. Oh, she goes below. Okay, so she's going to go possibly a couple rails here.
It's
say?
possible, yeah. Use center ball and go to the side rail,
Yeah.
top rail, and come back over.
Yeah. It's my favorite way to play is 3-rail position. I like it a lot.
All right, Veronique
Okay.
takes the second game. And it's Veronique's break, I believe.
Yes.
My teams are playing. They're playing each other.
Oh,
Football.
you mean that other game?
Yeah, football. That other game over there. So it's funny. I don't like it when the Saints have to play the Seahawks because the way I explain it is the Saints are my first love,
Okay.
right? But I'm married to the Seahawks.
Oh, okay.
So it's like there's a conflict,
Yes. I was just telling Chair on the way here, the way I learned football was I was a bartender and I didn't really pay attention. And then customers started buying football squares and I'd have 3-0. I said, well, how do they get that? So it's, and then I know how to score the game. And I got
Right.
interested. I started winning football squares. Okay, so it looks like the 10 is right on the turtle rack, but sometimes it's deceptive. They can. Oh, Chris is going to
Chris
have
is
to.
going to pull it up.
She made a lot. She made how many balls on that break?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She made 2.
That's a good break.
And where is his handy dandy little?
I don't know.
What did he do with it? He had it yesterday. Must be over in his bag or something.
Yeah, his bag of tricks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a little wooden thing that the ball just sits right there. And
Yes. Looks like a combination. Is that the 4-ball? Oh, she hit
I
it
like.
perfect. So coming across 2 rails with a little left-hand English for the 2-ball. I don't know. That's the way I see it. Yes.
Yeah, that's why she's doing it. Kovacs Pool Promotion says, hi, Debbie.
Oh, hi, Tim. He's such a good guy, and he promotes so many events at Griff's here that we really appreciate
Oh, so it's
him.
Tim
And
Kovacs?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
believe. I know a couple Tims, but hi, Tim Kovacs.
We got somebody from Quebec rooting for Veronique.
Oh, she was probably going for the crossbank to get up on the 5, you think? Or she just missed? I don't think she could have missed it. So severely.
Oh, and she just barely missed that 2-ball. Just barely.
Yeah. Well, I find with these diamond tables, they do run a little short.
Yes, they do.
And everybody knows it, and I didn't adjust very well myself to it.
I did fine on Friday,
Uh-huh.
but on
Yeah.
Saturday I seem to have forgotten.
Yeah.
It was like my kicks and everything. I was like, okay, I'm doing really well, and and then Saturday was like, I totally forgot. I totally forgot how to kick.
Yeah. This game is it's addictive for sure.
It's addictive, yes. It's addictive. It's frustrating. It's fun. It's challenging. It'll make you
Yeah,
crazy.
mentally, actually, it makes you better in life. I mean, some of the mental techniques, just to stay calm, which is and disciplined. It's a great and it's a beautiful game. I mean, the colors. I'm an artist, and I just think it's the most beautiful game. Oh, she hit that really good. This has come across for the little low left. Low right. I'm
Low
sorry.
right, yeah.
Yeah. I think.
What I like about the game is when you get somebody playing and they're totally connected
Yeah.
to the game, and the way they move around the table and all that is just, it's almost like a dance.
It
you
is.
know?
It is.
And
it is.
it's just really cool to watch. And when you get into that mode, when you're
In dead stroke.
yeah, and you have that fluid motion going, when it's just it gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, I know. We're pool players, and I adore the game. I do. And Adrian, so they are on a shot clock now.
Yes, they're on a shot clock. They're on a 30-second shot clock. They get 1 extension per game.
Oh, that was a smart move.
That was pretty.
Yep. I think she can see the edge.
If not, she can certainly come off the rail and get into it. My poor husband. He puts on here, Adrienne didn't make me any better. I retired my cue. Well, see, when I started playing, nicely done.
Yeah.
When I started playing on the NWPA, which is the Pacific Northwest Regional Tour, right? It's like the West Coast or the Arizona Women's Tour. I got better, but I started playing on 9-foot tables. And so I started playing more and more on the 9-footers, and I learned how to get around the table on the 9-footers. Up until then, I was playing on only 8-footers and only the bar boxes, right?
Yeah.
So and the fleece opened up, and it had 9-foot diamonds. So that was what I was playing on.
Oh.
And my husband and I went out one night, and we got onto a 9-foot table, and I kind of schooled him. And that was, probably 7 or 8 years ago, and he just kind of hung up his cue and said, yeah, I'm done.
You know how I started competing, and just a little bit, then that was Veronique again, so now it's 3-0, and Gigi can, it's can get very determined, and still kind of early in the match. But when I was at San Francisco State University, and I had been already playing pool since I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
And my roommate said, Debbie, did you know there's a pool room down in the student union? And I said, really? and so if you ask me anything about Greek mythology, I don't know, because that's the class I skipped a lot. And I won the ACUI, the Associated College Unions International. I qualified and then won the tournament in San Diego, and that's how I started competing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's funny because Marion also qualified to play in the ACUI, and she went, I think, I have to talk to her about it. I think she got third the year that she went. I actually know quite a few players who played in the ACUI, you know. So,
and if you look in the BCA records book, 1981, that was the year I qualified to play in the Nationals. First time since the 1800s that they didn't have a tournament, they didn't have a sponsor.
Wow.
So I didn't get to.
Oh.
And I always see that,
Yeah.
But it's funny to hear the stories of how people started their pool careers or pool interest.
Well, mine started a little differently. Now, a lot of times, women start playing because their boyfriends or their husbands play, right?
Exactly.
My ex-husband did play, and we would go and he would play and I would sit there and watch, and I just didn't, I didn't really play. Well, when we separated and he left his cue and I picked it up and started playing. And I have a feeling I could school him too.
Yes, yes. And you know what was part of the camaraderie, I think, between women pool players, and I've discussed this with a couple people, is that when you're a pool player or when you're competing, you have a certain attitude and you have to be a little bit assertive, and I think our personalities, we have a lot in common because we're aggressive, I think, in a type aggressive women. What do you think about that?
Not so much, because there's a lot of people that I know that are not very aggressive, but they love to play.
Yeah.
So they find, and it's more about being better themselves than competing. Because there are women who are fierce competitors, and they're just freaking scary when you get on the table with them. But there's other people like Vero. She's tough and she's calm. She plays because she absolutely loves the game and finds joy in it. So that's
Yes.
why she plays, and she's really good at it.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that I'm going to be better than everybody
Oh,
else.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be, she plays because, it's joyful for her.
And the
So,
better you get, the more
yeah,
joyful it
well,
becomes.
there is, the things you can do. And I think that's what I found for myself is more, I play because I love the game.
Yes.
And I like being able to improve myself and to see where I can go.
Mm-hmm.
And, I love the competition because it's fun and it tests me.
Yes.
So it's really all about me, and it's not really so much about my opponent or who they are, or
Well, that
being
pool
that
is, yeah, pool is the game where it's not like tennis. You don't have to, hit the ball back
mm-hmm.
from you're at the table by yourself.
Yeah, you are. So Vero is up 4-0 over GG.
And does Chris start the clock when she picks up her cue, or?
No, so the way this works is the minute the balls stop on the table,
Yes.
okay? In between games, she's got however time she needs to do what she needs to do. But now, once all the balls stop on the table, okay, now the clock starts.
The first time I shot with they put a shot clock on me, I was unaware, and I thought 30 seconds, and I rushed everything. It's really enough time to, gather yourself and make a
Mm-hmm.
decision.
Well, it's funny because when I first started really playing, and I played in a women's league years and years and years ago. I played for like 4 years and then quit playing because I got remarried and had a baby, and you know how
Uh-huh.
that stuff happens. But we had a 90-second shot clock,
Oh, that's a
and
long
it's a
time.
long time. It's a very long time, and so that was something we played with. So I've always been used to, n- you know, not taking a lot of time at the table. So when I started playing on the NWPA, and the NWPA has a 30-second shot clock as well, it was like the first time I got put on the clock, he never got to 10. I mean, he never called 10 on me because
Yeah.
I was already down. I had already figured out what I was going to do. So that was always been me. And I've noticed that there are some people that they need that shot clock, not because they play really slow, and they do play slow, but they think too much.
Yes, yes.
And you put them.
Paralysis by analysis,
Yes,
right?
exactly. So I know quite a few people that if you put them on a shot clock, all of a sudden their game jumps
I
way up.
agree with you. I agree with you. It's like, you know,
Yeah, it's like,
y-
don't take 2 minutes, take 20 seconds.
yeah, and usually my first instinct on a shot is the right one. If I
Exactly.
start overthinking it and all the different ways, it gets, for me, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I do understand taking a little bit more time when it's complicated. Like,
Yeah,
okay, so they've got you hooked, you're on 2,
yeah,
and you have to kick 4 rails. Yeah, I think
yeah,
you should be able to get a little extra time for that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
But yeah,
And there is one extension
there
per
is one
match.
extension per game.
Oh, per game.
Per
Yes,
game, per
yes,
game.
yes.
So,
5 and 6 are kind of close, but it looks like I think the 5 is a little above the 6, so it'll be a good hit.
yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. except shooting over a ball is a little bit more difficult.
It is not my favorite. I'm like,
Uh,
leave me on a rail. That's fine.
yeah.
Don't leave me shooting over a ball. Really don't like it.
Just make the ball. Yeah, it's
Oh.
hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difficult position to be in. So she'll probably just come straight up and play the 6 in the left-hand pocket.
Warner, he says he likes enough time between shots for a soft pretzel and a cold one.
Well, we all have our idiosyncrasies, don't we?
Yeah. Needless to say, he's sitting in a chair watching us stream right now.
And is he on the hot pretzel or the cold one?
Oh, I like our fans. I actually have a good time streaming.
Yeah, I did this with Daniel for one of the tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
and it was enjoyable.
Well, I've been fortunate. I've been able to. So we went down to Texas for 4 years and did the Texas State
Oh,
Championships. I've
really?
done the BEF here in Vegas. Obviously I'm streaming this weekend. I've done a lot of really cool stuff when
Mm-hmm.
I'm streaming, and got to see a lot of really, really good pool.
Well, I mean,
And I
it's fun because you have obviously, we both have a strong knowledge of the game, but you know there has to be a little levity too because
well,
we're not under pressure playing anymore, unfortunately, in this
yeah,
tournament.
yeah.
Oh,
All right, so
all
Gigi gets
right,
on the
on the
board.
board. And Gigi's breaking.
Yes. All right, so I am going to post up the link towards the brackets, so you guys have that. Okay, and I'm also going to post up the link. The NAPT is raffling off a JB case. This goes to support the NAPT and what the NAPT is trying to do here and build the tours. So I will post up that link. We'll be giving away that case today after the finals. And I'm not supposed to say I have the winning ticket, but I'm pretty sure I do.
Oh, well,
People keep
I
it.
hope you do. You deserve it.
Oh,
I've won 2 Qs here. I've been very fortunate at Tim's raffles.
I've had several people say that's my case. And I'm like, oh, so you wanted the winning ticket? Well, I happen to have that one, and that's going to cost you a little more.
Well, that's because you're paying me off to do the draw. And you have that little bend in it, right, Adrian?
That's the one.
It looks like it will have to be a bank. It's tough cut, but it's cuttable.
Oh,
Yeah. That was a pretty strong save.
yeah.
Looks like she's massing around. Oh, miscue. Miscue? Did she
She
miscue?
miscued. Yeah.
Looks like she might have to put a little inside, I think, on this. But maybe not.
Yeah, it looks like she's got a little outside going.
Oh, what am I looking at? I'm looking at the 10 ball. Sorry.
Yeah, the
Okay.
nine's still on the table.
The 9 is yellow and white, and the 10 is blue and white, and the 10 is the last ball. Yeah, I would have gotten perfect position on the 10 and said, oh, yeah, the 9's still on the table. Oh, she drew that with the bridge.
Okay, Tim, if you do, then I'll send you a pic of your tickets. Hi, Edson. He says he loves snooker, and he's from Brazil.
Oh.
So, welcome to the show.
Well, I love the samba.
I like watching snooker. I have no idea exactly what, all the rules are and everything
Oh.
like that, but I like watching it. But the few times that I've actually been at a place that had a real snooker table, the 12-foot
They're
table,
hard to find now.
I look at it and think that's a long way away, and that's a little
Yes.
pocket.
Well,
And that's as far as I get.
well, I did play snooker coming up a little bit. No, I mean, nothing serious, but yeah, the side pockets seem to be the easiest pockets, to bank into and everything. But that someone being a snooker champion is, pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of friends who are Canadian and living up in the
Oh,
Northwest,
yeah.
And when I do the Spokane Open, there's a lot of Canadians come down, and they play a lot of snooker. And one of them is Brady Golan, and he is a snooker champion from Canada, and he's also a 9-ball champion. But he's deadly,
Yeah.
deadly. So anytime I see anyone that says, oh yeah, I play snooker, I'm just like ah. All right, so I need.
I remember, when I was
She
playing
needs two.
more, the first tournament that Allison Fisher was invited to was at Kelly Oyama's room in Charlotte, is it North Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody pointed her out. I thought, well, what's the big deal? And I think she won the tournament, and that was the beginning
Yeah.
of her reign. Um, Mm. Now she snickers herself and have to come up with something. Might call the 10 just on a flyer. I don't know, but
Where would you call it?
in the left lower pocket, like banking the 10, 1 into the 10, but
Whee!
hey, oh, she didn't call it. Oh,
No,
she
she didn't
did.
call it. She actually hit
I
the.
know yeah, but it was. See, I'm thinking it could go somehow,
Yeah.
and
Okay. I need this.
oh, she drilled that.
All right.
Good
So
job,
Gigi
Gigi.
has got another game.
I did play Gigi once, and I forget, it was one of the hotel tournaments, and she is a fast player. It's just, I know where I'm hitting the ball, and that's it.
Yeah, she just goes to it. It's Adrienne in the booth with Debbie. And Tim, there is a link I just put in there. All you have to do is tap on it, and then you go straight to. So, and Julie Etzenberger, got your tickets. So, Suzanne, this is the third place match. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yikes. I
oh,
had a
she's gonna go.
feeling.
Oh,
I had a
really?
feeling.
Yeah, yeah. And I predict, I don't know, that she will stop the cue ball there. So if it happens not to go in, well, maybe not. Yes, that the one ball will be in a bad spot. Oh, she didn't do that. Okay. It looked like she was jacking up. I thought
Yeah,
that's
I
what
thought so
was
too.
happening.
The ball had to wipe its feet before it went in.
Well, and I've heard a term from a friend of mine. Oh, they put the drop English on the ball.
I have never heard that before. That's funny.
That's a good one,
It is a good one.
right? Oh, and that 3-4 looks pretty. Not quite dead. If you look at the table, it's very makeable. Very makeable.
Well, it was.
Oh, yeah, except that she's not in position to. Oh, how do you do that? It's very. Key is where's the 4 ball and the cue ball going? I mean
The
three
ball.
ball and the cue ball going after the combination. Okay. What would you do here, Adrian?
I think I'm going to send the 3-ball up table.
Yeah.
You know, just trying not to leave it. Oh,
Well,
that actually works quite well. She has little windows here that she's going to have to hit to get to that 4.
Yeah.
I think she needs to come all the way across the table.
Yes. Pretty good.
Yeah,
And then you don't have to do anything fancy to get there. Just make the ball and get the right speed. She might. Oh, she's not coming out. She's just playing the pocket to get position for the 5.
I think she's going to take this in the side pocket.
Yeah. Hit the end round, come down for the 6.
Yeah.
Maybe not, Let's see.
Oh, she might be just going to stand over.
I think it would have been easier to do it to go up table, but I'm sitting here moderating and I'm out of the tournament, so I have to respect the choices that the final 3 competitors are making.
Well, I've never missed a ball from this seat.
Well, I almost took the wrong position on that other game, so. Oh, are more people buying raffle tickets?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, that's a good shot. She's looking to play the 7 all the way down and draw back for the 9 ball. Oh, no. Oh, no. The 8 was in the way.
Yeah.
For the, was playing it for the side. It's hard to see how close
She
it
is right on it, too. I think she's going to have Chris watch it. Well, she's a little high, but it's makeable.
Oh, yeah. Cue ball's natural position. Looked like she got up on that somewhat.
Oh, no.
She's trying to hide it, and it just kind of floated into that pocket.
Oops. I forgot to do this.
And I guarantee you, Gigi, because you're taller than me and I'm shorter, and she knows exactly how far to go where she can reach. Like, I know I'm at about the side pocket.
All right. So Gigi gets another game. It's now 5-3.
Yeah.
And looks like Veronique's going to take a break. All right.
Let's check on my stuff. Oh, Cher's sitting there. Just left my purse and everything.
You give me, okay.
What did she say?
That she'll give me her real name before I do the checks.
But I think BCA puts Gigi in there or something like that.
Okay. Her real name is not Gigi. She says, you couldn't pronounce my real name. I'm like, you're probably right. I have a hard enough time with your last name. I mean, she actually sat there and was schooling me on how to pronounce her last name. I still can't get it right.
Callejas.
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 Callejas. She says it's a Y. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. All right, so they're taking a break. So we're going to take a little break here, too.
Okay.
That's better.
Back and play after the break.
Our current score is 5-3. Veronique Menard over Gigi Callejas. I want to welcome everybody to the broadcast. We are coming to you live from Las Vegas. This is Griff's Bar and Billiards here in Las Vegas. A really nice room.
Beautiful room, and yeah, it's all close. And there's a lot of events that take place here. There's a 2 o'clock tournament today on the bar tables, and it's by ball weight. It's kind of fun. And they have good food, good deals here.
So if you're interested about finding out more about the NAPT, you can check out our website at playnapt.com. There is information there about the Division II tours. If you're interested in playing there, we have 11 tours across the country and Canada. There's a map showing, what tours are there. So definitely check those out. If you're interested in starting a tour, you can contact me, Adrienne Beach at playnapt.com. If you're interested in hosting a tour stop, certainly you can contact me as well. I believe my email is on the website. And we're always looking for sponsorship, so always looking for sponsors. Donate a cue, donate a case. Just donate money.
And I'm very impressed. I've only played in this tour 3 times in 3 events, but the camaraderie and the support of all the women, and I believe we're all rooting for good pool.
Yes. What's really cool is once we're done playing, then a lot of us, we go out to dinner, It's usually a tradition on Sunday night for those of us who don't have early flights or that kind of thing, to go out to dinner. And
Well, there's a lot of restaurants in Las Vegas.
a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I don't get to this time because I have to drive back home, but so I have to start tomorrow. I have to start tonight and to get back.
And where do you live again?
Seattle.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been there. Space Needle, Coffee Capital.
Coffee Capital, yeah. Salmon Capital.
It's a pretty part of the country. It really is.
I love it. I love it. My father used to give me a hard time, though, because I don't eat salmon and I don't drink coffee.
Oh, I don't. I can drink a double espresso, but a cup of coffee, no.
None of it. And, I used to get mad when they put coffee in ice cream.
Oh, yeah. If you don't want me to eat my mother, I say buy coffee, ice cream. I will never. I won't touch it.
No, I won't.
Or tiramisu is made with espresso.
Yeah.
Too.
That's okay. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
I have some, but it's not my favorite. But yeah, my dad used to tease me that, you better not tell anybody, they'll kick you out of there. It's like, well, yeah. I make up for it with my love of technology. How's that?
Oh, well, I respect that quite a bit.
Oh, get in there.
Oh,
Yikes. It's not a leave I like to deal with.
no, I think if she put a little left-hand English, she could go 2 rails and come behind the 8. And then the 9's right there. Oh, she went the other way than I thought. Look, it's
That
sometimes
works.
hard to see the angle. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it works.
It
yeah.
is. It is. When you're not at the table.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. I could set up a dozen cameras, and
Yeah,
it wouldn't make any difference. You're not at the table, so it's.
Yeah.
You can't. Don't. But. Oh.
twisted a little bit. I was on the live stream table twice and didn't play my best. I had a few good games, but I don't worry about missing because I feel like, hey, I'm up here playing. You're there watching or out of the tournament. So
Yeah.
you can say whatever you want. I'm still in the tournament.
That's a very good point.
So
I,
so I don't get embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's like,
By the same token, people who complain about where they placed, yet they got a check. It's
yes, you're in the money. Yeah.
you're in the money. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a lot of times, I'm not in the money. So,
Yes. Yes, I know.
All right, that puts Veronique on the hill.
On the hill to 3.
Our current score is 6-3, and it's GG's break.
And whoever wins this match of the true double elimination format will have to beat Eleanor Collado twice.
Right. So I have a question to ask you, being
Yes.
a player, and you've played both the double elimination format all the way through and the round robin to the double elimination. Which one do you like better?
I liked the round robin. I felt we got to play a lot, at which we loved playing. There wasn't a lot of waiting time in between matches. Could get in stroke. I did like it.
Okay. So here's my next question. Would you be willing to play in a 4-day tournament, much like the Division II Championships in Sacramento, at this level? Come in, play two days of round robin, and then go into a 32 bracket on Saturday.
Yes, I've.
Okay.
Listen, I've played so where every muscle, including my thumbs, have been sore. But not until I stopped playing. It's like when you're in the middle of it, nothing hurts.
Nothing hurts.
And
nothing.
then you get home and everything hurts for me.
I do know that Friday night, when I was finally done with everything, and I had played just like everybody else, plus running over and doing this and doing everything, I got in the car and it was just like, I can't even drive. I can't. And Marion the Keys is like, I can't drive.
It's endurance. There's a lot, every pool player knows that part of this game is endurance and keeping that competitive attitude when you're tired and kind of like not, for me, sometimes like, it's not as important as it should be. But you have to admire these women have been playing for 3 days.
Yeah, they have been. It's and played a lot of pool.
Played a lot of pool and a lot of, bear down pool. Bear down.
I think JG is going to call the 10 here. And see, I personally really like the 2 days of round robin. Oh.
A little bit too. She had it. Just a little too hard. I think Veronique might carry him off. See, I like to carry him off balls. But into the 10, maybe
She's
come.
calling the 10. She's
Yep.
going to carry him off the 4. So but for me, I think it puts a little bit more excitement into the tournament because you got to make the cut. So
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we do it with, you're not playing matches in the round robin, you're playing games. So
Yes.
every game counts.
Yeah,
You can't blow a game, and there it is.
there it is.
Congratulations, Veronique.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Gigi. Now I get to know how to
Yes,
spell her
Gigi.
name. All right, so
Are we taking a little break? Or
yeah, we're going to take a little break. So congratulations to Gigi. Great tournament for Gigi.
Great tournament, Gigi. And Veronique is in the finals.
She's in the final. She's got to beat Eleanor Collado twice. So we're going to go offline, reset everything, and come back. So my husband's calling me, telling me I haven't called him in 3 days. Okay, anyway.